The newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The MMDA is offering the Pasig River Ferry as an alternative mode of transportation as traffic in the metro is expected to increase in the coming days. Juan Gualvez has the report.
Last August 4, yung data namin is ang volume is 387,000 in a day on August 4. And we are expecting an increase of 13% once na nag-open na and nag-F2F classes. Ang projection namin, it will reach up to 436,000 dito pa lang sa EDSA.
This is what the MMDA is worried about once classes officially start on Monday. To avoid the hassle, the agency suggests using alternative modes of transportation like the Pasig River Ferry.
Kung gusto nyo ng komportable, mabilis, libre na transportasyon, nag-iisang transportasyon, water-based transportation dito sa Metro Manila, ito ang Pasig River Ferry Service po.
This service is free for all. Just bring your ID and sign the manifesto every time you board the ferry. The Pasig River Ferry has 13 stations. From Pinagbuhatan to Escolta stations, the ride takes just an hour and 20 minutes compared to more than 2 hours by car. That's why the ferry has become the ride of choice for people here, especially students.
Mas gusto ko yung ferry service since mas convenient po and unlike sa mga public transport, mas efficient po.
But MMDA is also aware of its limitations.
Nag-stop operation po kami kung hindi possible ang ating river dahil sa maraming water hyacinths. Yung volume ng water hyacinth ay sobra-sobra. Pwedeng masira ang ating mga bangka. Then, yung sobrang lakas ng ulan, hindi na namin kailangan ng Coast Guard na magsasabi sa amin na stop operation. Zero visibility automatic po para sa safety ng ating mga pasahero.
The Pasig River Ferry service is open daily from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Currently, there are 6 ferries available, but the MMDA is looking to add 3 more. Aside from the ferry service, MMDA also offers free rides by way of 4 buses and 2 6x6s. These units ply Doña Carmen in Quezon City to España, Manila from 6 to 8 a.m. MRT3, LRT2, and the Philippine National Railways also offer free rides for students up to the first week of November. Free rides at the EDSA bus carousel also last until year-end. The MMDA reminds PUV drivers to implement the 20% discount for student fares. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Meanwhile, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has invited former Education Secretary Leonor Briones and former Budget Department Procurement Head Lloyd Christopher Lau to the inquiry on DepEd's overpriced laptops on Thursday. Committee Chairman Francis Tolentino said he wants these former officials to shed more light on the issue. However, Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel disclosed that he has not seen Lau's name on the list of attendees. Pimentel insisted that all officials involved in the procurement should be invited to the inquiry. Recall that the Commission on Audit flagged the purchase of overpriced entry-level laptops for DepEd. And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. People in Afghanistan share now how their lives have changed a year after the Taliban returned to power. The details in this Bloomberg video.
During the first days of August last year, the discussion slowly changed from how to celebrate our graduation to where can we seek refuge and protection. I still remember the morning I received a call not to leave home for university. They said specifically goodbye to female students, and that shattered my heart and spirit and soul. And that day, Taliban took over the city, and the night we couldn't sleep because there was rumbles of military planes over our head, and there were gunshots all over the city. I didn't want to leave because I thought it's not the Afghanistan of 20 years ago, and there are not only just me but thousands of young people like me, and it cannot go back to the same thing that we came from.
Well, Afghanistan has never been an ideal position, but it was a place that people could fight for some of their rights. We had very progressive law. We had a very progressive outlook for media in Afghanistan, and all of these have collapsed in the past 12 months.
If the entire nation of Afghanistan is going to kind of build back and recover and rebound, there will have to be negotiated conditions, settlements, everything the Taliban had agreed to, they've got to deliver on. But at the end of the day, I would say it's the dignity and empowerment of people, and particularly to me, the measure of a country's health and state of being is how it treats its women and girls. And if that is showing a regression, which currently it is, then we're not on track.
Women do not have access to the right to education. Women do not have access to employment anymore. Women are systematically being eliminated from a social perspective, and they're pushed back to the houses. Most of the women that I talked to have told me that they're living in an atmosphere of fear and disappointment, and they do not think that they can have a better future under the Taliban rule.
Let's now take a look at today's other top stories. Flowers surround the tomb of former Senator Ninoy Aquino at the Manila Memorial Park on his 39th death anniversary. Malacanang has yet to release a statement on the observance. Metro Manila will remain under COVID-19 alert level 1 until the end of the month. 6 areas including Occidental Mindoro and Camarines Sur have also been downgraded to the most relaxed quarantine classification. And the low-pressure area located east of Apari, Cagayan has developed into a tropical depression named Florita. It is expected to bring light to moderate rains starting tomorrow. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.